Hey guys, welcome back. It's me again on this game called Sakura Spirit. I heard it was pretty good from a friend. It looks kind of yeah. Let's just start a game. ah, every person has a dream they wish to pursue. Yet, as people grow up, they often come to realize the truth. Dreams are nothing more than fairy tales. Ain't that truth? At least that's what most people say. Then what about those who do end up accomplishing their dreams? Are they merely incredibly lucky? Basically, every man has a dream he wants to accomplish, Dad. However, there's something really important you should know, my boy. A real man doesn't give up on his dreams, no matter what overwhelming challenges he might have to face. I still remember those. Yeah, so that's a dad. I still remember those foolish words my dad used to say. But despite their silly nature, I found myself inspired by them. Ever since I was a young child, I'd always been interested in martial arts. It didn't matter whether I watched a match on television or read a manga about some heroic martial artist. It has always been my dream to become a martial artist one day. Of course, it was a bit childish of me to think that I could become a hero simply by learning martial arts. Even though I already understood that superheroes were nothing more than a figment of my imagination, I still had a desire to use my strength for the sake of others. My name is Gushiken Takehiro, a 17-year-old boy, rising judo star. And no, that's not me bragging. I'm actually about to take part in a tournament 2 weeks from now, and that could make or break my career on an international level. Isn't that exciting? Of course, I was excited about the opportunity to finally accomplish my dreams and represent my country at a sport that I loved. But the same excitement also made me feel incredibly nervous. And while those worrisome thoughts haunted my mind, a familiar voice resounded from outside the windows. Koyumi. Koyumi, 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 Koyumi. This thing's female. Oi, Taka-kun, get your butt out. Get your butt in gear. Okay. I'll be right there, Koyumi. Not wanting to keep Koyumi waiting, I quickly dashed towards the front door to let her in. Not even realized I was still in my pajamas. We're in our pajamas? Damn it, what? Okay. Hold on a second, Koyumi. Gotta grab my shoes before we head off to school. I wish I could do this. I might just do that one day. Just say, screw it, wash my clothes the night before, tell my dog not to come on my bed, and then just walk out into the world. Really? I never realized our school had a strict uniform or sleepwear policy. Nice jammies, by the way. Did you borrow them from your mom? Huh. Oh, you think you got jokes? You think you got jokes? I'm a judo star. I'm gonna be a world one day. For a moment, my eyes drifted downwards, noticing that I was indeed wearing my pajamas. I let out a groan of annoyance and marched back towards my room. Bah, there's nothing wrong with jammies. The Golden Knight is a famous comic book hero in the West. Besides, not everyone prefers to sleep naked like you. Mumbling those words, I started stripping off my clothes, not particularly minding the presence of the girl behind me. That only happened once. You know very well it was super hot that night, and geez, warn me before you strip naked in front of me, you idiot. You didn't seem to mind it when we were little. Maybe you want me to turn around instead. No, stop. Don't make me kick your ass. I decided I had to tease her. I had teased her enough and quickly pulled on my pants, proceeding with the remaining few items of clothing before I was suitably dressed for school. So I can't believe you tried to walk out your house with jammies on. I mean, I've done it a couple times. I mean, when I was really lazy, I'd just be like, fuck it. I'm just going to go out into the world, pajamas on, looking like a mess. I didn't care. Besides, I had a reason for being so distracted. You've been distracted a lot lately. What's going on in that hollow skull of yours? It's the upcoming match. I have no idea how anyone can remain calm when an international career is at stake. I wouldn't be surprised if I had made up enough doomsday scenarios to fill up the apocalypse genre. Oh, right. Oh, right, the judo thing. I'm sure you'll do fine. I've seen some of your matches, and you kick butt. And of course, if you're really worried, you can always pray. Pray? What, don't tell me you don't know. It's one of the school's legends. Apparently, there's some shrine out in the forest that if you pray to, brings you good luck. Ichikawa Ichikawa-san said that his sister prayed to it the night before exam, and she got a perfect score. A shrine that is said to bring you good luck. Sounds like bogus to me, but at this point, I'm willing to try anything, I guess. I'll ask Ichikawa-san about the location. I'm not exactly in the mood to get lost in the forest and end up on a modern-day Tarzan. Well, whatever. If you do go looking, at least send me a message to let me know. And will you hurry up? We're going to be late again. A hero is never too early, nor are they too late. They always arrive precisely when they are needed. But for the sake of avoiding detention, let's hurry. That's a wizard, not a hero genius. How can one person be such a sports nerd and such a geek at the same time? Let's not forget the Casanova and Man of the Year candidates bits. They're important details. I doubt you'd qualify for either one of them, Pajam Boy. Anyway, let's boldly go where everyone has gone before. To school. Ugh, nerd. I know that reference before. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours later. Yeah. Okay, I'll stop. I tried. 1, 2, 3, there we go. Jesus Christ. Oh, voices. Nice to hear. Later that day, I finally got a chance to talk to my classmate about the location of the shrine that Koimi had mentioned earlier. Gym was the last thing on the schedule for today, so once people got ready to go home, I approached the guy. Hey, Ichikawa. Is it true that your sister discovered some shrine that is said to bring good luck? Oh, let me guess. You want to date her? Well, even though I do have to admit that she's very attractive, I'm afraid she's already going out with someone. Not to mention you're not her type. I already got my hands full dealing with Koimi. You can keep your sister to yourself. Joke aside, I'm more interested in that shrine. Did she mention where she found it? I didn't know there was anything near Forest aside from the dojo. Oh, well, she said something about it being near a river and quite high up, to be honest. I wasn't paying too much attention to what she was going on about. I mean, she was wearing this top and it was tight and... Stop. Seriously, don't need to hear the details, and I doubt anyone is interested, so do you know anyone who might have heard about the shrine? If I knew it was a female or a guy, I could probably do this. Are you guys talking about that lucky shrine out in the forest? The one and only. According to Ichikawa's sister, there's supposed to be one near a river. I don't know about that, but there's this fiery girl at Sakura Dojo who knows more about it. Wait, are you talking about Iria-sama? About this tall, ridiculously strong, and super scary? Super scary what? That's the one. Oh, in case I believe I can still be of help. Takahiro-kun, I know where that place is. Of course you do. We both do. You just want to tag along, don't you? I don't think Iria-senpai will appreciate you visiting her with your usual tricks in mind. Do I need to remind you what happened last time you tried to peek at her after she finished practice? Blood, sweat, and tears. Just shut up. I don't peep on ladies. That's slander, you know. I should sue you. I would never look upon Iria-sama's glorious body in any state nudity. Oh, so you haven't seen her naked yet? I've seen a bit of side boob, but the hole I found didn't really let me I've seen a bit of side boob, but the hole I found didn't really let me get a good view of her. There we go. Someone called the cops. Ichikawa is peeping Tom has confessed. I playfully patted Ichikawa's shoulder and I turned around and grabbed my bag in the process and prepared to leave. Thanks for the tip, Ichikawa. I'll let the judge know you were most helpful during the interrogation. This is unfair. I was coerced. I won't say another word until I speak with my lawyer. Yeah. Oh. Okay. What the? I'm Once school was over, I decided to take my chances with the little bit of intel I had managed to obtain from my classmates. If memory served me right, Area Senpai would be practicing at the dojo today. Of course, I knew her. She was a judo student, just like myself. But for whatever reason, she had been refusing to compete in any tournament for a while now. Area Senpai, are you around? I shouted her name as I parked my bike, looking around for any sign of a girl. Hua! Ya! Hua! Follow shouts and you will find her. Hey, you don't know what those shouts could be, my young Padawan. I grinned briefly as I saw Iria seemingly in the middle of practicing series motions, almost as if she was fighting an imaginary opponent. Yeah. Perhaps now was a perfect opportunity to surprise her a little. I snuck close, making sure to make as little noise as possible before I reached hand toward her shoulder. Iria! Feeling a hand on her shoulder, Iria reacted. She grabbed hold of my hand with a loud grunt, shifted her weight, curling and tipping me over her shoulder. I knew it. I didn't have time to brace myself for impact as I hit the ground like a sack of potato. Oof! Interesting. Yeah! No one sneaks up on a great kunoichi. Iria! Oh, Takaboy. I didn't realize it was you. I'm sorry, are you okay? Kunoichi? More like Tasmanian devil. Your throat. That throat didn't have a shred of mercy in it. There's no mercy in the ring, Takaboy. Better that you learn that now than in 2 weeks' time. Let me guess. You want to do some sparring, don't you? I actually came here to ask you something, but I guess a little sparring wouldn't hurt. Oh, what do you want to ask? We got all afternoon. I could do with a bit of a break right now. Where to start? You used to take part in big important matches. In big important matches in the past, right? Didn't you ever get nervous before going into the ring? Oh yeah, ha! This one time I got so nervous I hid in the kitchen cupboards until my dad found me and dragged me to the car. Of course, that was when I was like 8. Well, obviously, I can't go and hide from my match. But one of my friends made the stupid suggestion that I go and pray on or something. Honestly, at this point, I'll do anything to calm my nerves. Takaboy, are you sure about this? You mean the match? Of course I am. I've been practicing judo ever since I was old enough to walk. This is my chance to finally represent this country in the sport I love. Huh. Iria seemed to think for quite a long time, all the while tapping her jaw with her finger. I don't know if you can hear that, but I mean, she snapped her fingers and grabbed a tight hold of me. All right, I'll tell you the way to the shrine. I know, but it's going to require more than a simple clap of your hands and bob of your head. You need to give something to the shrine, something of value. I guess I'll have to think of something before we get there. Thanks, Senpai. I appreciate the help. We? Oh, no, Takaboy. I'm not going with you. I've got training to do. Besides, you got to take the step yourself. I can draw you a map and show you an easy way to get back here, but you'll be on your own. You're not tagging along? Not even for a little while? Afraid so, Takaboy. Let me just grab some paper. I'll draw the map for you. After Iria returned, quick preparations were made, and I followed the direction noted down on the map. Surprisingly, it wasn't all that far. However, the hint of how to find my way back in case I got lost was a bit sketchy. Just look down, you'll be able to see the roof of the dojo from anywhere on this hill. The forest near the dojo was my first challenge to overcome. A narrow path coiled along trees. Nearby was the river Ichikawa's sister had mentioned. So this game's so far interesting, I gotta say. It's quite a game, I think. Peeping Tom. I followed Aria's scribbles with a bit of skepticism, but after an hour or so, I finally arrived at the supposedly legendary shrine. The shrine itself seemed surprisingly well maintained, despite being in the middle of nowhere. It made me wonder if someone could be secretly living there. Perhaps some secret martial arts master. The thought of a hermit living in hiding within a shrine in order to prepare himself for an upcoming battle between good and evil started to dwell in my mind. I guess it's too good to be true. I sighed in annoyance at the fact that, aside from the shrine itself, the ground surrounding it seemed completely abandoned. There's no way anyone could be living here. For the time being, I decided to focus on the reason behind my visit. It only took a few moments before I gathered the courage to approach the building. Once inside, I found a rather fancy-looking altar of sorts at the back of the room. Yes, this is the thing everyone's talking about. Silently, I folded up the map I had been given. Putting it inside my bag, I approached the altar. I was kind of skeptical about the whole religious aspect, so I wasn't too sure if this was actually going to work. I don't even think luck will do me much good in a match like this. In my opinion, there wasn't any room for things like luck in martial arts. Judo is all about using the knowledge you had gained through training. Of course, a good amount of talent also helps. There was simply no room for something as superstitious as luck. Clearly, this was going to be a match where my experience and talent would be pushed to their limits. Nothing more, nothing less. A female voice. Wow. Could I know the age of this voice? You know, if any became, how curious, or how curious. No, I think I'll go with the sultry. How curious. The boy doesn't believe in superstition, yet he stands here, surrounded by the very thing he denounces. Yeah? Upon hearing the voice, I looked around, trying to find the source, but there was no one to be seen. Who's there? Quite the cliched question, but the right thing to ask is... Oh, cliche as fuck. Where am I? What are you talking about? Show yourself! More cliche. Not yet. Entertain me for a little while longer, would you? This is a place like no other. Why did you come here, if you do not believe in such things as luck? I came here to prepare myself. Oh, do enlighten me about what this something might be that you are preparing yourself for. I felt a little bit of annoyance that the question continued. But, maybe if I could keep talking to her, I would be able to find out where she was hiding. I'm preparing for a tournament. A judo match. Judo? What might that be? Seriously? You don't know what judo is. It's a highly skilled combat art. Aha, so you're a warrior. Hesitant to go in battle and came here in hope of finding resolve to fight. I'm not sure about the warrior part, but, how fortunate. It just so happens that there is a need for one of your kind. My kind? A hero. The shrine brings fortune to heroes such as yourself. However, every great hero must sacrifice something in return. Sounds like what others mentioned. Your version sounds better, though. Laughing briefly at the story, I decided to play along and clap my hands together in prayer. So what's next? Do I offer up my allowance or something? Don't be silly. Money is of little importance to a hero. For you, the sacrifice will be something of much greater value. I will be looking forward to see what destiny has in store for you. Oh, God, what the fuck? As if on cue, I began to feel nauseated the moment the girl's words reached my ears. My head spinning wildly, slowly I staggered backwards, collapsing onto my back. As my vision grew blurry, the sound of approaching footsteps could be heard. What the fuck kind of demonic son of a bitch? Holy shit. Com's gonna be like, stop fucking cussing. I'm like, okay, you just cussed in comments, but I mean, I don't care. Good luck, hero. You're going to need it. Despite my attempts to get back up, all I managed was a brief look at the girl. The sight of Horn's tail left many questions, but before I had a chance to utter even a single word, my consciousness succumbed to darkness. She looks like a succubus or a demon, something like that. Not really an angel at all, you know. Damn it, dots. Oh, boy. For a second, I thought there was a bird outside my window. Okay. Rays of sunlight stirred me back to life, a groan of annoyance leaving my mouth while I tried to get back on my feet. I felt a bit dizzy, but the first thing I noticed was that I was no longer at the shrine. Instead, it looked like the forest near the dojo. Of course, my first thought was to look around to see if I could find the girl from before, but not a trace of her presence remained. To make things even stranger, the path that I followed amidst the trees seemed better maintained than I remember. Should probably head home. That thought was cut short when the sound of several female voices could be heard nearby. These bastards
not here.
I don't. Oh, I need to. Okay. Need to
Get back here, Hikaga. Stop them at once.
just what do you? Just what do you think I'm doing? I'm chasing them. I'm trying to stop them.
Yeah, I think they noticed what's missing, Onisama.
Keep. Um. Keep running, little one, and you might just make it. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any weirder, the sound of heavy footfalls could be heard nearby. 1, 2, 3, 4. What the? This girl looks like he's about. People about to get beat. Everybody's about to get stabbed. What in the world is going on here? Further ahead, I saw a couple girls in fast pursuit of even more girls. However, there was something off about this scene. Something that didn't make any sense. The girls being chased had the ears and tails of an animal, and the pursuers appeared to be armed with katana and naginata. Katana girl. So Katana girl is this black-haired one. You conniving fox! Come back here at once! Return what you stole immediately.
Give me back.
I just can't.
Give me back.
I need to give me a second. I'm gonna need to stop right here. Okay.
Give me back my pants.
Kage, how can you say something out loud like that?
Haha. Panties. Panties.
Oh God. Oh. I think that's where I'm gonna end this one off. Okay, please, wait, okay. I'll see you guys next time. You know the code. What all the other YouTubers say. Just, yeah. I need to go. See you guys later.